Heat fans, if you haven't had time to check out a Heat game this season, we've got something you might like. Visit the Heat's Facebook page located at facebook.com/Miami Heat and click on the like button to get a very special offer for the New Orleans Hornets Heat game on Monday, January 30th. This offer available exclusively to the Heat's fans on Facebook, so visit the page right now. Hit the like button. You'll get a great discounted offer for the Heat Hornets game, which is next Monday, January 30th. And we welcome you back to the American Airlines Arena, where the Cavaliers have outplayed the Heat early. Cavaliers making 6 of their first 13 shots, while the Heat are 3 of 10. But Cleveland's out-rebounded Miami in the first part of this quarter, 9-3, as rookie point guard Norris Cole comes in for Miami.
They've also outscored the Heat 10-2 in the paint, so 10 of their 12 points for the Cavs have come in the paint.
Udonis Haslem and Mike Miller also into the lineup for the Heat. Cavaliers have come off the bench with Ramon Sessions, and Sessions will be matched up against Norris Cole. 2:43 left, first quarter. Cavaliers have scored the last 6 points. And this could be a defensive 3-second violation on Cleveland. And it's whistled against Samardo Samuel. LeBron James will shoot the technical.
At the line, LeBron James.
LeBron James, second only Dwight Howard in the NBA, taking just under 10 free throw attempts a game. That was Miami's third free throw attempt to this one, but their first miss. Alonzo G will be defending LeBron. And LeBron tried to run the baseline, and he was hit chest high by Ryan Hollins, the backup center out of UCLA.
Got an elbow right in the upper part of his body as he tried to cut to the help side box.
First on Hollins, third on the Cavs. Cleveland, of course, suffering the Friday and Saturday back-to-back losses to Chicago and at Atlanta by a combined 66 points. Oh my, Hollins blocked that, and I mean he really swatted that.
Yeah, you know what? He was so good on that, he should have kept it in bounds. Some guys who just get over exuberant to knock this ball as far as they can out of bounds. Great, good job on the sideline out of bounds with Cole scoring.
Norris Cole driving the wing, hit the reverse for his first score. By the way, Ryan Hollins playing in just his 6th game this year. That was his 5th block shot a moment ago.
It's one of the reasons why I like Joel Anthony on block shots. He usually keeps them in bounds.
Samuels won't count. Offensive foul on Samardo Samuels, and it was Joe Anthony who drew the charge.
You know, some fans just don't appreciate what Joel Anthony does. They look at the box score, they say 2, 4 points. He does so many good things that you don't find in the box score right there with that drawing the charge. He sets good screens. He's just terrific in the way he plays his position, always giving away height to the opposing centers.
And Joel leaves the lineup right now. Dexter Pittman checks in. LeBron, both his buckets have come from the mid-post area. He's got 4 points, and the Heat are back in front.
2 good cuts right in front of the rim. Good passes as well.
Our third lead change of this first quarter. Oh, thrown away by Daniel Gibson, and here comes Miami off Cleveland's 6th turnover. Cole, yes! Norris Cole has given Miami a spark after about 5 tough games on the offensive end where he shot just 31% and has not distributed it like we saw him earlier this year.
Now we got another 6-0 run. This time it's the Heat's.
Their answer to Cleveland's 6-0 run. Sessions off glass. And an offensive foul on Sessions. And it's Haslem that gets into the act, drawing his 10th charge of the season.
Oh, he saw Battier do it, so now he had to get ahead of him by 1. They should name that play after Udonis. As many times as he's done that in his career. Good job right there, getting still, getting in front of the restricted area. Perfect.
You know, most players, you retire their number, you hang it from the rafters. Somehow I get the feeling with Udonis, we ought to plaster it to the floor.
Right in the lane. Right in front of the restricted area.
Cavaliers have now turned it over 8 times in the quarter. And they force a Heat turnover there. So 5 turnovers for Miami.
Cole left his feet that time without having more than one option. Every time you leave your feet, You should have at least a couple of options in case one is closed off. You got the other.
Tony, the Heat still lead the league in turnovers, but it's interesting. 6 times they've had 20 turnovers or more in a game. They've actually won 4 of those games.
It depends on what kind of turnover it is. Does it lead to points for the opposing team, or you just lose the possession?
Daniel Gibson with his 27th triple of the year. The 6th-year man from Texas ties the game at 15. Well, Miami's 11 wins are averaging 16 turnovers. In their 5 losses, the turnovers jump up to 19 a game. Here's LeBron, way off. And the rebound taken by Ramon Sessions on the run. 28 seconds left in the quarter. There's Gibson for 3, and that's trouble. Back-to-back 3 balls for Daniel Gibson.
Gibson's a guy that can get hot in a hurry, can carry a team for a while. This guy has played in 14 of their games so far this season, and he's a valuable guy on offense.
He just missed the last game, had a death in his family, but he scored 6 straight points for Cleveland. LeBron and Alonzo G, very physical with LeBron, and picks up that foul, his first and the 4th on Cleveland.
Yeah, tough matchup for G. Most people guarding him is a tough matchup.
In the last 2 minutes.
5 seconds remaining in this first quarter. LeBron and G still pushing and shoving. Alonzo G, powerful kid, 6'6", 220 pounds.
Cleveland had a foul to give, so it was a good foul. Make the Heat take it out and then regroup.
3 seconds left, first quarter. LeBron gets it off. And in!
You can't play better defense than that, but LeBron made the shot anyway.
Even with that field goal, it's the lowest scoring first quarter of the season for Miami.
Watch it again. Good defense by G. Forces a tough shot, baiting, but that big, strong body by LeBron James gives the Heat a 1-point deficit going into the second quarter.
Welcome back to Miami. Second quarter about to get underway between the Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers lead it by 1, and Tony, the most alarming statistic on that first quarter stat sheet, the Heat with just 3 rebounds in the quarter. They were outboarded by 7.
And the Heat have been doing a pretty good job of late before tonight. 6th best in the league rebounding the ball.
Well, that's a wake-up call. Samardo Samuel serving up a facial, slamming it right in the grill on Bosch. Coach, if the Heat did not have their antenna already up, it should be by now. The Heat already coming off a energy-lacking performance in Sunday's loss to the Bucks. Season low 82 points in that game. And the Heat then come up with their lowest scoring first quarter of the year following that game. Sessions lost control underneath, and out it comes. This is Boobie Gibson, who drilled back-to-back triples late in the first quarter. And he'll shoot it over Miller. And Udonis Haslem tracks down his first rebound.
Yeah, that wasn't a good shot there.
Morris Cole filling in for Mario Chalmers. Chalmers committing 3 first quarter turnovers. We get a foul inside. It'll be on Ryan Hollins. So Mario Chalmers, a little bit of a roller coaster ride. He went through 5 games with only 6 turnovers, and then had 6 turnovers in Sunday's game against the Bucks, and then 3 more turnovers in the first quarter tonight. James Jones in for the first time for the Heat. Bosch, look out from behind. Gibson knocked it free momentarily. Hollins defending Bosch, who gets tripped up, brought down, and fouled. Cavaliers, Tony, this is the disposition that Byron Scott said was missing the last 3 games. He said we have to get back to being aggressive and physical on the defensive end. So message sent and apparently received.
Well, they're doing it at both ends, right? With the dunks at one end and then being physical at this end defensively. At least Hollins is trying to do that.
Ryan Hollins picking up his 3rd foul. He's only played 4 minutes. As Bosch able to convert. 6 points for Bosch, a 1-point lead for the Cavaliers.
Byron Scott's going to leave Hollins in with 3 fouls.
Byron Scott, 12 years an NBA head coach, his 2nd with the Cavaliers. Gibson, tough defense by Cole.
Excellent defense by Cole.
Morris Cole at a Cleveland State, but insists, I'm not a Cleveland guy. I'm a native of Dayton, Ohio. He said he grew up idolizing Michael Jordan and loving those Chicago Bull teams. Bosch with an offensive foul, by the way, his first foul tonight. Well, Tony, right now, and it's still early, but a certain little spark is missing for the Heat.
Right. It's a little bit of a carryover from the last game, which is a little bit of a surprise.
Now, certainly Miami missing the explosiveness of Dwayne Wade, who's sitting out for the 8th time this year. Alonzo G, right side three. Bullseye. Alonzo G with 5 points. That's his 11th triple of the season.
Good ball movement by the Cavaliers. They're getting good shots.
Cleveland leads by 4. And the Cavaliers already have drilled 3 triples. Inside, this is Bosch. Good up fake. And Ryan Hollins picks up his 4th foul in 5 minutes of work.
It's one thing to be physical. It's another thing to foul out of the game. You got to be physical without fouling.
Team's third at the line.
So Chris Bosch will go to the free throw line.
So the gamble does not pay off for Byron Scott. Hollins probably going for the rest of the first half now. Maybe a lot into the third quarter.
Hasn't played a whole lot this season. This is just his 6th appearance. And he'll come out for Antoine Jamison. Jamison was very upset after the back-to-back losses against Chicago and at Atlanta. He had just 10 points in the blowout loss to the Hawks Saturday. He was upset after the game and spoke out about it. And so far tonight, he played 7 first-quarter minutes, did not take a shot, and did not have a rebound.
19.5-point a game career scorer.
Bosch has made all 4 of his free throws and has 8 points to lead Miami.
This is Jamison's 14th year in the league.
Sessions drills a wing jump shot. On Sessions, first deuce tonight for a guy that averages 9.5 points a game. Cavaliers shooting 55% here in the first half. Udonis. And just Sessions underneath the glass for that rebound. Miami just 5 rebounds in this game. We're almost 3 minutes into the second quarter. Gibson's pass for Samuels. Tony Samuels is eating up paint and taking it right to Chris Bosch. Samardo Samuels already has 6 points.
He's ducking in on that help side, and they're giving him the ball exactly when he does it. So very good timing and execution by the Cavs.
14 points in the paint for Cleveland.
Samuels
and
is
57% shooting.
Samuels is 260 pounds. He's a big body inside.
So the Cavaliers are taking Bosch inside on this end, but Bosch returning the favor, bringing the Cavalier defense outside on the Heat offensive end. Sessions driving, and off the fingertips of Miller, but recovered by Bosch. With the Heat trailing by 4. And that's a little too much dribbling for Bosch, who may have nearly paid for it with a turnover. Should be Heat ball when we get back with 8.5 left in the second quarter.